Eric Fletcher led the way as their car finally pulled up to the secluded lakeside cabin, nestled amidst towering pines and a lake so still it seemed to hold its breath. Alyssa, her bohemian dress fluttering in the breeze, stepped out, her eyes scanning the tranquil but unsettling landscape. Tom, ever the prankster, was the first to break the silence.
What's a little ghost story to spice up our vacation, right?
Mia, clutching her sketchbook, shivered despite the summer heat. James, always the skeptic, shrugged it off as local superstition, but even he couldn't ignore the chilling aura that seemed to emanate from the lake. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the group gathered around a crackling campfire. The flames danced in Eric's reflective eyes as he recounted the legend of Eleanor, the young woman whose spirit was said to haunt the waters.
I heard her fiancé betrayed her,
Mia whispered, her voice barely audible over the crackle of the fire. James smirked.
Ghost stories are just tales told by those who fear the unknown.
But as the night deepened, an inexplicable tension settled over the group, the darkness around them feeling thick and almost alive. The following morning, unease crept in as they discovered wet footprints leading from the lake to their doorstep, despite no one having swum.
It must be a prank,
Alyssa suggested, but her voice wavered. Tom, though usually dismissive, felt a shiver run down his spine as he peered at the lake. Shadows beneath the surface seemed to shift and whisper, pulling at the edges of their sanity. Mia's sketches grew darker, the face of a sorrowful, haunting woman appearing with terrifying clarity. Convincing themselves it was all in their heads, Tom proposed a midnight swim to dispel their fears. Eric hesitated but was swept up in the group's excitement. As they waded into the inky water, a ghostly light shimmered on its surface, as if inviting them deeper. Suddenly, Alyssa screamed, thrashing as she felt something icy grip her ankle. Eric and James dragged her to safety, but the encounter left them all shaken and unsure of the lake's true nature. Over the next few days, the group's behavior grew increasingly erratic. Alyssa began sleepwalking, her eyes vacant as she murmured,
I belong to the lake.
Mia's art turned nightmarish, with images of Eleanor emerging from the water. Tom became paranoid, insistent he'd seen Eleanor's reflection staring back at him. James finally acknowledged the danger, finding an old article that spoke of Eleanor's curse and its reach beyond death. Desperate to escape the lake's grasp, Eric and James concocted a plan to retrieve Eleanor's remains and lay her spirit to rest. As they ventured out onto the lake under a stormy sky, the water churned with unseen forces. Faces of the lost beckoned from the depths, and Mia was pulled under, her scream echoing in the void. With Eleanor's remains in hand, Eric and James barely escaped, burying the cursed bones in the forest. But as they left, a whisper followed them, a chilling reminder that some curses never die. Back home, echoes of the lake lingered, with Eric catching glimpses of Eleanor's face in every reflective surface, her voice whispering,
The lake never lets go.